Okay, so I tried these yesterday. We're going to do some crab balls. I tried these yesterday and they turned out well enough that I'm going to do them again today and do a video for you guys. I'm using the claw meat, okay, from Publix. This is, let's see, 8 ounces worth. What I'm going to do is going to make about 9 or 10 crab balls. The claw meat is the cheapest. Like this thing cost me $9. You know, when you get to the jumbo or the lump crab or jumbo, it gets more, but this is going to be just fine for these crab balls. So the ingredients are some Old Bay seasoning, you know, the crab meat, some mayo, and some panko breadcrumbs for step 1. So what I'm going to do, dump this in here, add some mayo. I don't have the right amount, or I don't have a specific amount. I'll show you. Add some Old Bay for some seasoning, add some panko for some consistency, make them into balls, and then refrigerate them. That's step 1. I'll show you. Okay, so I've dumped the crab out into a bowl. I've got a big, there it is, a big a spoonful of mayonnaise, and I'm gonna do more than this, okay? I'll probably at least do 2 spoonfuls of mayonnaise in here, okay? And then I'm going to add some Old Bay seasoning. Gonna do this one-handed. Okay. And again, if I think that's not enough, I'll add some more. And then some panko breadcrumbs. Okay. Then all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do it more when I get off camera, but is just mix it up, okay? So I'm gonna mix all this up and you'll see what it looks like when I'm done doing it with just one hand. Okay, you can see that it's mixed up a little bit more. Now I'm going to add a little bit more mayonnaise, a little bit more panko, and maybe a tad more Old Bay. And then I'll form these into balls. Okay, so now I'm going to scoop these up, form them into balls with my perfectly clean hands. And so like there's a ball that I've already done. So just gonna scoop it up, mold it into a ball, make sure it's tight. I'm gonna stick it in here and then we're gonna refrigerate them. Okay, so I made these a little bit smaller than I did last night, so I got a bigger yield. I got 12 done. Now I'm going to refrigerate these for at least an hour. You know, more is fine for sure, but at least an hour before I go to the next step, which will be breading them. And then we'll refrigerate them again for a little bit, and then we will deep fry them, and then we will enjoy them. One thing I wanted to add is that if you are so inclined, I'm not, but if you are so inclined, you could add little diced peppers, red and green peppers in here, or, you know, whatever you wanted. You can add anything else. I just like the crab, so that's the way I'm doing them. But if you like, you know, peppers or whatever, you could add those in here as well. Okay, so these balls have been in these crab balls have been in the refrigerator for over an hour to give them a little bit of consistency to do the next step, which I will show you. But I'm going to cover them in flour. Got a couple eggs here that I will put them in after the flour to help. This is a mixture of primarily just regular breadcrumbs with some panko breadcrumbs mixed in. Okay, I will, after the flour, the egg, and the breadcrumbs, cover them, and then I'm going to sit them. I've got parchment paper here on a little wire rack, and then I'm going to put them in the refrigerator after they are like this. I'll show you the process here. Okay, so you can see that this is, you know, easy to work with now because it's been refrigerated. I'm gonna cover it with the flour, okay? And then put it in the egg wash, okay? And then put in the breadcrumbs, okay? Roll it around, make sure that it's covered in the breadcrumbs, okay? And then I'm gonna put it on this parchment paper, okay, that's on the wire rack. Now, that's all I'm gonna record, but I'm going to do that for all of the crab balls. After you've done a few of them, your hands will get caked on like this, and all you have to do is just run water over them, and they will be fine, and you can start again. Okay, I now have them all covered and breaded, and I'm going to refrigerate them for at least 30 minutes before I fry them up. So into the refrigerator they go. Okay, we are down to the final phase. I just got the crab balls out of the refrigerator. They've been refrigerated for well over 30 minutes. I've got the oil warm enough. You want it at around 350, and I've shown you this before. But if you don't have a thermometer, which I don't, if you see bubbles forming around a wood stick, it's ready to go. So it's ready to go. This is going to be a little bit difficult for me to do one-handed, but I'm just going to show you with one. And I'm going to take this, gingerly drop it into oil. Okay, spin it around. I don't have a lot of oil here. I'm just trying to save some of it. This is peanut oil. It's been heated up. Okay, and then when I think it's cooked, it doesn't take long. There it is. Dump it out on a paper towel. Now I'm going to repeat this, many times, 12 times, obviously. Take it in, flip it over. Don't want to overcook. Okay, looks perfect. Okay. I'm afraid that they look darker on film than they already are, but you have to trust me on this. The last one I'll do on video. It doesn't take very long. Okay. And then, so I'm going to do this 9 more times and then I'm going to be done. But now you see what it looks like. Okay, so I am done. There's 12 crab balls ready to be dipped in cocktail sauce and enjoyed. I hope you guys try this sometime. It should be a big hit with your friends.